Harrison Lamont Bay, all lowercase letters. I'm here to tender a special deposit to the court and make the clerk fiduciary.
I don't have time for this.
All right, folks. Today we've got one of the most bizarre sovereign citizens I've ever come across. This guy isn't just eccentric, he's clearly not working with a full deck. He's got the whole sovereign citizen routine down to science, but trust me, he takes it to another level of ridiculousness. You can always tell it's going to be a wild ride when the defendant walks into court acting like he knows some secret law that the rest of us just don't get. And spoiler alert, he doesn't. Let me know in the comments, on a scale from 1 to 10, how clueless do you think this guy is? I'm genuinely curious what you all think about the whole sovereign citizen movement. They've never won a court case, and yet they keep showing up, dragging everyone through the same nonsense over and over. Anyway, enough of the intro. Let's dive into this madness and see exactly what went down.
All right, Lamont Harrison Lemon, the second. That's the gentleman with the Fez hat on, headgear on. Can you unmute yourself, please, sir? Is he connected to audio?
It appears so.
Lemon Bay, Harrison Lemon Bay. Can you hear me, sir?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Good morning to you.
How are you?
Okay. Are you the second or the third?
I'm here on behalf of the third.
The third. Okay. And I guess it's the second as well. This is the city of Detroit versus Harrison Lemon Bay the third. Straight that. This is the state of Michigan versus Harrison Lemon Bay the third. Case number SX 419-5968. Counts 1 and counts 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Howard S. Berry Jr. on behalf of the defendant. State your full name, sir.
Your Honor,
Mr. Berry, I think he's representing himself.
Your Honor,
Yeah. All right. And add count 3 to that. Add count 3 to that record as well. Or count 2 to that. Or 1 to that record as well. So count 1, 2, and 3. Let me have that other. I believe. State your name for the record, Mr. Lemon the third.
Yes, I am that I am Harrison Lamont Bay, all lowercase letters. And I'm here on behalf of Harrison Lamont the third.
All right. Well, I've never heard of the all lowercase letters. What does that mean?
It means that the name is to be spelled with all lowercase letters, not all capital letters, not part capital and lowercase, strictly all.
All right, I've heard some pretty wild excuses from sovereign citizens over the years, but this one might just take the cake. This guy actually believes he's exempt from the law because he writes his name in lowercase letters. Yeah, apparently, in his mind, if he skips basic grammar rules, he magically stops being a legal person and therefore can't be held accountable for anything. It's like they think poor punctuation is some kind of legal invisibility cloak. But let's be real, no court anywhere in the world is going to let you off the hook because you decided to stylize your name like a minimalist Twitter handle. It's just another desperate attempt to twist legal language into something it's not. The whole lowercase name trick is part of a larger pattern with these sovereign citizen types. They try to exploit legal semantics and pretend there's some secret loophole that frees them from all responsibility. Spoiler alert, there isn't. And honestly, even if this guy screamed his nonsense in all caps, he'd still be found guilty. That goofy little hat he's wearing isn't helping his case either. I just can't take him seriously. But what do you all think so far? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Is this one of the most absurd sovereign citizen claims you've seen, or have you heard worse?
So today is the date and time set for a pre-trial in the matter. How do you want to proceed, sir? I know you filed some documents with the court. And I did have those up in my chambers. But how do you want to proceed?
Your Honor, I'm the surety on behalf of the principal debtor, strawman Harrison Lamont III. I've given the court notice weeks in advance. I'm here to tender a special deposit to the court and make the clerk fiduciary, the prosecutor, as well. And I'm looking for a plea of release today. Will you grant a plea of release?
No. I can grant you a pretrial. I can grant you the opportunity to speak with the city attorney, or I can grant you a trial date by judge or by jury.
Yeah. So
What would you like to do, Mr. Lemon Bay?
well, do you mind if I ask a couple of questions? Just want to make sure that I'm comprehending it. So as you gave the name, I heard you mention a few different names. I heard you mention Harrison Lamont Bay the third, and then a Harrison Lamont the second, and various different names. I just want to make sure that I'm clear on who or what it is that we're here to discuss, because I don't want to speak on behalf of.
It does have an error. It does have an error. It appears to be an error on the computer here. So entry date, one of the counts was entered into as one count was entered into as Harris Lemon III. The other count was Harris Lemon II, and the other count was entered Harris III Lemon. So I think that's just a typo. There's the nature of the offenses. There's the misdemeanor case is driving without a valid operator's license, no ops on person, and that is a 93-day punishable by the maximum possible penalty, 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines. And you have two civil infractions, one expired plates, and the other one speeding at 16 to 20 miles an hour over the speed limit. So those are the nature of the charges. I'm going to offer you an opportunity to mitigate this by taking the better driver's course, sir. I'm going to put that in the chat if you choose to. And I can give you time to do that. If not, you can set it for a trial date or whatever set it for a trial date or speak with the city attorney today. What would you like to do?
I'm really, again, I'm ultimately I'm here to tender special deposit and settle the charges, make the clerk fiduciary.
When a sovereign citizen says they want to tender a special deposit, what they're usually trying to do is dodge paying debts, fines, or taxes. They claim this so-called special deposit is some kind of financial instrument or legal workaround that settles their obligations without actually handing over any real money. In reality, this is just another made-up concept with zero legal standing. It's one of many sovereign citizen tactics built on a misunderstanding or outright rejection of how the legal and financial systems actually work. At the end of the day, it's basically just them saying, I want to get out of paying what I owe without actually paying. And unsurprisingly, it never holds up in court.
You settle it by pleading to taking a plea today, paying the fines, or taking it to trial, see if you can do better at trial. You have a right to a trial by judge or jury, and that's it. Those are your only options, sir.
I'm looking for a plea of release. Are you stating that there's no offer of equity in this matter, Your Honor?
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, we're gonna move on. So I don't have time for this.
Would you like to speak to an attorney? Would you like to speak to an attorney, sir?
I don't. I'm not asking for counsel.
Okay. Well, we're gonna pass the matter and we're gonna move on, and he can just watch and see how it works in here. because
Your Honor.
I have too many people that are waiting that want to be heard and hear their claim. And I don't understand what you're saying. I've given you your options and you can sit back and ponder those. I'll give you time to ponder those options. Other than that, sir, I don't know what else to tell you. All right, let's move on. Next time. No, I've already answered the questions I'm gonna answer. No, please mute your device, and you either take the offers that I've given you, speak with the attorney, or take the deal, or set the matter for a trial date. Those are your options.
Maybe set the matter for trial.
Set the matter for trial. Okay, I'm gonna give you a trial. I'm gonna. Do you want trial by judge or jury, sir?
Your Honor, by jury.
Okay, jury trial. Can I get a jury trial date, please? Let's do June the 2nd. June the 2nd. We should do this in the afternoon as well.
But we gotta set a pre-trial first.
Yeah, we'll set a pre-trial. We'll set a, so your next court date is gonna be a final pre-trial, sir? Final pre-trial will be June the 1st, 6/1/2023 at 8:30. And then we'll set the jury trial date for the next day at 9:30 on June the 2nd. So your next action date that you need to appear is June the 1st at 8:30. And then the next day we'll have the jury trial at June the 2nd, 2023. I have received your motions. If you have any more motions, make sure they're in before the June the 1st date, and then we'll proceed with picking a jury and setting a jury panel at 9:30 on June the 2nd. If you don't have any further questions, Mr. Lemon Bay, then have a very good day.
There is no way this guy wins that jury trial, unless he somehow manages to stack the jury with the 12 most clueless people on Earth. I mean, come on, the logic he's using is all over the place. You can't just show up to court, toss out some fringe legal theories, sprinkle in a few buzzwords, and expect to walk free. That's just not how the law works. Unless he's planning on pulling a last-minute miracle out of that ridiculous hat of his, it's pretty clear he's not scoring any points in court. And speaking of the hat, what is going on there? Either he's hiding the world's worst haircut, or he's actively competing for the title of goofiest-looking defendant ever. Honestly, it's giving off major I gave up on caring energy, and maybe he should have cared just a little bit more. But really, I can't be the only one watching this and wondering, who actually thinks this strategy is a good idea? These sovereign citizens really believe they can outsmart the legal system with pseudo-legal gibberish and made-up rules. Spoiler alert, they can't. They never have, and they never will. The courts don't care if you write your name in lowercase or try to tender a special deposit made of Monopoly money. None of it holds up. It's just empty words and bad theatrics. So what do you guys think? Does this guy actually have a shot at winning? Or is he just out here wasting everyone's time? Personally, I think it's pretty clear. He's rambling, stalling, and has no idea what he's talking about. Drop your thoughts in the comments. I always love reading them. You guys crack me up every time, and I appreciate the support more than you know. Thanks for watching, and take care.